Hi everybody, for today's video I'm going to be showing you guys my entire Frankie Stein collection. Frankie Stein is my favorite Monster High character. I love her. I really want to collect all of the Frankie Stein dolls, but there's so many that I just love and find so iconic that I want in my collection. For today I'm going to be showing you guys my entire Frankie Stein collection in late August 2024. Every year I'm going to be posting my collection of certain character. So hopefully this time next year I'll have a lot more Frankies. I haven't really added a lot of Frankies to my collection this year. I've only added a few, like this Frankie I got a few months ago. And then I also got the iconic Comic-Con Frankie. But other than that, all of these dolls are a few years old. Let's finally get started. So this is my very first Monster High doll ever in my collection. I've had her since 2010. I mention to you guys her all the time. I love her, and this is the first edition. Not only do I have one, not two, not three, but four first edition Frankies. So the reason why I have so many first edition Frankies is, first of all, this one is my childhood Frankie. She is very beat up. You can see how uneven her eyes are. She's just very beat up. She has the most loose legs ever. I like to collect a lot of variants. These Frankies, this one is in my actual room, my bedroom. This Frankie is a gold elastic Frankie. The one that I have right there, she is a black elastic. This one is actually a white elastic variant. Oh, I don't remember what elastic she is. I think she is white. No, she is black. Okay. I thought I had a white elastic. What did I have a white elastic of? I'm tripping hella. Anyway, this is a black elastic. I need to fix these elastics because, that hair tie is not cutting it, Miss Girl. But I thought I had a white elastic. I think it might have been Draculaura. What the fuck? Where did I sell her? Hold on, you guys. Oh my goodness gracious. Not only do I have four, I have five first edition Frankies. I was tripping hella for a second. So this one I have dressed in the Fear Leading outfit. So I want all of my first edition dolls to be dressed in the Fear Leading outfits or in certain fashion packs, but that's really long down the road when I get the dolls that I don't have. But this one I just stumbled across on, and this one does have a white elastic. This one was the one I was talking about. I totally forgot about this one for a second. I don't know why. The other one that I have is the black elastic. So this one is just a double. The middle one is just a double of my childhood one. Yeah, this one really doesn't count because I already have her. But yeah, so I have so many freaking Frankies. I have four out of the box and one in the box. So let me show you that one. This one is the black elastic. So the reason why I know that is because I had to fix this one's box a little bit. And I was like, you know what, since I'm opening this box anyway, like let me just check. And this one is the black elastic. So I do want the gold elastic in the box. Most of my inbox Monster High dolls that are first editions are gold elastic, I believe, or it's a mixture of both. I don't know how I'm gonna find that out, but we'll see. Here's this one. I got this one a very long time ago, and this one is starting to get some wear and tear, unfortunately. So I definitely do need another one of her in the box. That is my lovely first edition Frankie Fine. Next up is San Diego Comic-Con Frankie from 2010. Y'all know I got this one earlier this year for $800, and I have been just talking about her nonstop since I got her, y'all. She is just a very big prized possession for me. I do need to fix the side of her box, unfortunately, but here she is. I love the first edition Frankie so much. Really, I fell in love with first edition Frankie after this doll was released because I just love like the black and white theme for it too. Like, it's just so iconic to me, and this just made me fall in love with the first edition Frankie even more. And in the back, I wish they did a different design in the back, but you know what, that's okay. But I'm glad I didn't have to pay $1,000 for her. Thank you, doll gods. And I just have loved her ever since I got her. I still can't believe I even have this damn doll in my collection, but I love her. Y'all are probably like, we know, we get it, but I'm just saying, y'all, she was like my biggest girl doll forever. Next up is School's Out. I love this Frankie so much. Definitely a very iconic line. I don't like this specific Frankie that I have because of the backstory. And also, she does have some slight damage to her. I wonder how you guys can see this. Ooh, yeah, you could definitely see it, kind of. So she has like an orange tint to her forehead. Can y'all see that? I wonder if that's picking it up really well. But she has an orange tint to her forehead because the seller told me that this Frankie was brand new in the box and it had a factory error and it had Jackson from Gloom Beach glasses in it. I have the picture right here how it looks. So I bought it and come to realize that the seller scammed me and really just repackaged the doll. I hate it so much how that happened. Purse is actually broken. They super glued her hand to her purse and I couldn't get the hand off, so I had to break the purse, and I've been having a broken purse ever since I've owned this damn doll. I've been wanting to get a new Schools Out Frankie for a while. Maybe for my birthday this year I'll get one, a new one, and part ways with this one because criminal how that happened. It does really suck. I love her. She was one of the dolls that I've always wanted when I was recollecting. I used to own this one as a kid. When I was recollecting, she was one of my most wanted ones. But other than that, you guys, besides all the that happened to her, I still love her so freaking much. Still very iconic. This one was one of my favorite Frankies growing up and I played with her so much. The one that I had was pretty beat up. This is Dead Tired. This is the very first release because I know there was a re-release of her. I don't really like to collect re-releases. I always like the original doll. This Frankie I never had as a kid. I did have her bed set, but I didn't have the doll. This one I got 2 years ago. 2 years ago? 4 years ago. I bought her individually for a really good price. She is so lovely. Here is Donna the Dance. Her shoes. I need to fix her shoes for freaking sure, you guys. When I was first starting on collecting Monster High, early 2020, I came across so many doll lots, you guys, like it was insane. And I didn't know how to properly clean my dolls. This comes with Bratz too. I ruined a lot of my Bratz jewelry. So I didn't know you're not supposed to leave chrome in the water for a long time. And then when I came back to it, the chrome was gone on Frankie's shoe. What I did was I added glitter to her heels. I definitely do want another Frankie. This is like my third Donna the Dance Frankie that I've owned. The other ones just had bad yellowing or the face was really wonky, and this one definitely does have some glue seepage, which I do need to fix again. I added a hair bump to her because I think it just looks better. Well, she does have a bump in her hair, but she doesn't have I added paper to her hair, or you can use just those little peanuts from packaging, but she didn't come with that, and I thought it would look better and more slick if she had more of a defined bump, so I put that in there. When I do redo her hair, I'll probably find a packaging peanut or something. She doesn't have too bad glue seepage. It's definitely there, but it's not as bad like I've seen with certain other Donna the Dance Frankies. This is one of my favorite Donna the Dance dolls ever, and I just noticed that Frankie's bolt, the chrome is off of it. Hello, I need to fix that. I never even noticed that. But I've always loved this Frankie. Like I've mentioned to you guys, I have never owned any Donna the Dance dolls growing up. The only one that I had was the re-release of Cleo, but I've always wanted the original ones, and I missed out on that line, unfortunately. But this Frankie has always been one of my faves. I love the neon pink. It's such a serve. She's very lovely. But also, not only do I have one, but I have another one. But this one is in the box. This Frankie literally started my entire inbox collection. I got her March of 2020, literally during the pandemic time. I paid $29.11 for her, which is amazing. Love that for me. The only thing is that her rubber bands are obviously disintegrating. But other than that, she is so freaking beautiful. I want to collect Donna the Dance in the box so freaking bad, but a lot of them are very expensive. My next Donna the Dance inbox purchase is probably going to be either Claudine or Cleo, because I do want to collect the single box ones, and I do see a lot of listings for Claudine and Cleo. But I definitely do want the 3-pack, but whew, girl, that is expensive. And I also want Deuce, and I already have Ghouls and Laguna. Good with that. I just need the 3-pack in the box along with Claudine and Cleo, but Cleo actually has 2 versions of her. So I want the old-fashioned style box like this and the newer style box. Here's her in the box. I don't think I have that card that says shh on it. I don't have that, unfortunately. So I definitely do need to one day look through all my dolls and figure out what the heck are they missing. And also, this is what her original shoes look like. You see how there's chrome there? I just added glitter to that. I don't know, I kind of love-hate the glitter on the shoes, but also I kind of don't want to buy a new pair. Next up is Gloom Beach. I actually do have all of the 5 from the 5-pack. When I got those dolls, literally that listing was like nowhere to be existed when I bought them at the certain time. And the listing that I bought, unfortunately, a lot of them were missing stuff. And the dolls were kind of beat up. So this Frankie, I totally freaking forgot. But she does have a lip chip. Thank goodness this is very similar to her skin color because you can't really tell. But it's there in the human eye. It's there. Can y'all tell now? Yeah, you guys can definitely tell now. So y'all could see it. So I have been needing to get a new Gloom Beach Frankie for years now. And also this one is missing her purse. Also with my Gloom Beach, my Draculaura is very beat up. I need a new Draculaura ASAP. Maybe a Claudine too, but my Claudine isn't awful. Just Draculaura and Frankie are the 2 that I just need 2 new ones of. This Frankie is gorgeous. I had this 5-pack growing up. This one isn't my childhood one. The only childhood one that I have is my first edition one with the really wonky vase. That's the only one that I kept. But other than that, all of these are from other homes. But yeah, this one also, don't mind my dusty dolls. I know some of you guys are cringing with the dust on my dolls, but I don't dust them. I should, but I don't. I had her as a kid, like I said, and this one does bring me a lot of memories. Also, you guys, I don't know why a lot of my Frankies look very oily. Is that because of the glue seepage? Because she looks very oily right now. Also with my Dawn of the Dance. I think it's definitely time to fix a lot of these and the glue seepage, but the glue seepage, you can't even feel it, so it's really weird. But I love my Frankie Fine. I love all the older style Frankies so much. And this one just brings me a lot of memories. I just need to get a new one and finally complete her after years of owning her. Next up is Day at the Mall Frankie. I remember getting this doll as a kid with my dad. I think it was at Justice, because we were at the mall when I got her. But it was so long ago, you guys. She is really pretty. I feel like the fashion pack looks a lot better than this one. I feel like the fashion pack makes the outfit more detailed, while this one isn't as detailed. I think they added all that extra money into this keychain, which is cute, but you know, I think the fashion pack just looks more detailed in my opinion. But she's still really pretty. I still love this doll. She has the same exact screening as Gloom Beach. So they just really rerouted her hair, styled it differently, and then made her in a different outfit and had it as that. But this is literally Gloom Beach Frankie. But she's still really, really cute. I still have a lot of good memories with this doll. I'm really happy to have her in my collection again, even though I've had her for a long time. I'm trying to make this in order from what I remember, but I don't remember what dolls were released in the same year, or I don't know. I'm just trying to remember the time frame, so if some of them are off, I'm going off based on my memory, you guys. But anywho, this is Sweet 1600. This is one of my favorite Frankies. I love this Frankie so much. And I know I do say that with all the Frankies, but this one just brings me a lot of memories. I used to own this one as a kid as well. I removed the glue seepage when I first got these dolls, but the hairstyle just like disintegrates. So I definitely need to fix her hair one day. It's been like this for like, I think like 2 years now. I've owned her for 4, and it's been like this for 2. Besides this hair crisis, she is a very beautiful, beautiful doll. I love her. I love the tinsel too. A lot of people hate tinsel, but I don't. I love it. Especially with Cleo. Like, Cleo needs that damn tinsel in her hair. But I love this dress, and the shoes too are really, really cute. Her bag is also really cute too. This Frankie is so iconic to me growing up. Oh my goodness gracious. So this is home Ick Frankie. So growing up, I grew up with just my dad. I have no siblings. We struggled with a lot of money, but whenever my dad did have the money, he would go out of his way to get me dolls. And I remember one day I was getting off of school. I think I was in 4th grade. So he bought me a doll, and then he would hide it in my room. And he would tell me there's something in your room. So I would fly upstairs and look for whatever it was. It was always a doll. And I was looking around, and I was like, Dad, I can't find it. And then he points up to my closet, and I looked up and I saw this Frankie there. And this Frankie has just always stuck with me. I've loved this Frankie growing up. I hate how I sold mine, but I think I sold mine because mine was pretty beat up. A lot of dolls that I had that are pretty beat up growing up were the ones that I loved the most, and this one I loved a lot. I also really wanted this one because I watched this music video at the time. Because I do have a playlist of all the old videos that I used to watch. I'm trying to find a lot of old music videos. But I saw that Frankie in that music video. I have loved her ever since. When I wanted to repurchase this doll, I wanted to find one that had like the most perfect bangs ever. And I came across this seller and it was in a big doll lot. And I got her in my collection again. She has the most perfect bangs ever. I am somebody that loves my dolls to have really good bangs. I know some of my dolls are busted up, like my Cleo's bangs look all busted up right now. Really, I just love my dolls having those perfect straight across bangs. It just looks so freaking good. But yeah, that's the story with Frankie. I do wish I still had my old dolls as a kid, but you know, it's okay. I have this one. This one is in way better condition than how my other one was, but she's still really iconic. I loved the lockers that these dolls came with and the stickers that you get to put on it. Mine, I don't think has any stickers. The only issue with this doll is that she's missing her original blue clear stand. So I've been trying to find that stand for so long and I have not been able to find it. So if any of you guys have that stand for sale for a good price, not no damn overpriced $80 damn stand, please let me know. I will be interested in purchasing. But this Frankie does bring me a lot of memories and I remember getting her like it was yesterday. Okay, yeah, I have all my Frankies right here and I'm just trying to remember which ones were released at a certain time. I know it really doesn't matter, but you know, I like to be organized. I am trying to remember, but I don't. Let me think. This one I'm just guessing based off of my memory. So the next one is Ghouls Rule. I was about to say Ghouls Alive. No, Ghouls Rule Frankie. So this Frankie is also one of my most busted up dolls. I definitely do need a new Ghouls Rule Frankie, and I actually used to own Ghouls Rule Frankie in the box, but I don't anymore. But I do need a new one. This one is missing an earring. That's why her mask was right here to like cover that. But she is missing an earring and her hair is just not it. I don't like how I did her and I need to just redo this entire damn doll. This Frankie is also really gorgeous. She was one of my favorite Frankies when I started recollecting. I literally loved this one. I still do love this one, but you know, I think I'll always just go for like my older ones like Dawn of the Dance. That's always going to be my favorite Frankie. But this one is also very iconic too. I did have this Frankie growing up. I had almost all the Ghouls Rule besides Cleo. I just need to fix mine. I think that's why I'm not as attached with this Frankie anymore, because this one is just so fucking busted up. Like, I just need to like clean this damn doll already. And also get her an earring and maybe just get a whole entire new one. Sometimes I do that. If a doll's just so busted that I have, I'm just gonna buy a brand new one. I love the bolts here and I just love like the gradient color. It just looks so good. I would say a lot more about her, but I hate this hair that I did for her. Like, I am just done looking at this. Like, she just looks busted. But yeah, I'll fix her one day or I'll buy a new one day. But as for now, she's just gonna be like this in my collection until the time being. Next, one of my fave Frankies, and I do mean it. It is Scary Tales. So Cinderella is my favorite Disney princess. And the fact that Frankie is my favorite character from Monster High and she is mixed in with Cinderella, iconic. So this Frankie is dressed as Cinderella, but they named her Threaderella. This is one of my favorite Frankie screenings. This screening is so gorgeous. I love this lip, and I also love Frankie with an updo too, which we don't really ever see, and I also do love her with a bob. But other than that, she is so gorgeous, you guys. I love her. I did used to own her in the box, but I didn't want her in the box. So I sold that one. But I've had this one for a very long time. The only problem that I have with this one is that there's just a random mark on her forehead right here. Yeah, I can't really cover that, but you can't really tell anyway. But a lot of dolls that I got at the time were pretty busted up, and now I just want to get all new ones. Her hair is flat because how she's displayed, she's up against my upper shelf, so that's why this is flat, but this was all curled. Like I said, you guys, when I do get a new doll room in the basement in the future, they're all going to be restored and everything. It's just going to take a lot of time. We're hoping next year we'll start doing things in the basement, but we're not too sure yet, you know. It's in the thoughts. It's in the universe. I just wish there was a little more detail on the blue parts. I wish they would have added more like something similar to like Ghouls Will Frankie, more like bolts. But also they had to go with the Cinderella theme, but I'm not complaining. I think she is still very iconic and definitely one of my favorite Frankies that I own. All I need from Scary Tales is Snowbite. But everybody likes to overprice her, like, girl, Be for real. Next is Skull Shores Frankie. This is from the 5-pack. I didn't have this Frankie as a kid. The only one from Skull Shores that I owned was Ghoulia, Abby, Draculaura, Laguna, and that's it. I didn't have the 5-pack, nor did I have Gil. And I also had the black and white Frankie as well. Why my doll's hair coming out? But this one I've always wanted. This one I also need to re-gel her hair. But I took her when I went to Texas with me, and I think I washed her. It all came out, which is fine, like whatever. I can also recut it and make it more even because this is very uneven, girl. Like, who messed up your bob? But I love Frankie with a bob. And I also really love her color palette here. I love the more, like the lighter blues mixed with the green and the yellow. Hello, am I colorblind? Green or yellow? There is kind of green in there. Kind of green, kind of yellow. But I do love that color palette with her. I'm not really the biggest fan with her eyeshadow, but you know, it goes with her. It goes with her. And then also from Skull Shores, I have stumbled across so many black and white Frankies in the box, you guys. It's insane. This is like my 6th in-box black and white Frankie that I've had in my collection. This one was the first one that I've had, but I've sold like 6. This one is the very first one that I've had. I've had her for a very long time, and I think I paid like 20 bucks for her. You know, I don't know why I have not unboxed her. Maybe it's time to unbox her. She's been in the box forever. I'm also just waiting to find her out of the box, because I don't like to unbox my dolls. Like, the box isn't awful. Like, the biggest damage is like here, because you know, I unboxed it a little bit and everything like that, but I just have kept her in the box for so freaking long. I just need to unbox her already. But this is the Frankie that I had as a kid. Well, not this one specifically, but I've had black and white Frankie before, and I love her. I hate how yellow her hair gets, but unfortunately that's what happens throughout time. And then here's the back as well, and that is lovely Skull Shore. Next up is Ghouls Alive. So this one I actually got, I think this year. I got a new Ghouls Alive Frankie, or maybe last year. I don't know. But I did come across a lot of Ghouls Alive dolls, and I decided to buy batteries, really fix them up, because I got Claudine this year too, I think. But I used to have another Ghouls Alive Frankie. It had a shiny face, but the one I had growing up had a matte face like this one. This one does have a mark on her forehead, or near her eyebrow, which is fine, but you know, whatever. Love that for her. I got this Frankie when I was a kid, Christmas 2012, along with Meowdy and Persephone from Santa. A lot of people give Ghouls Alive shit. The outfits are not that detailed, but still, I love the mechanism. The only thing that I hate about these damn dolls is, look at all this gappage. Girl, she floating. I don't know why mine does that. It's so weird. Is your guys is like this? But I also had to re-glue this part. I don't know if that has anything to do with that, but I don't know. It's weird. I want all the Ghouls Alive dolls in my collection. I want to collect all of the older Monster High dolls. Nothing from 2015 and after. I don't want those. And late 2014. There are certain lines that I still don't want from specific times, but most of them I do really want. And this one is one of the dolls that I do want in my collection. This is Skulltimate Roller Maze. I got this Frankie, I think, last year in a pack. I've always wanted this Frankie. I don't know whose fishnet this is, but this doesn't belong to Frankie. I just added it here because, you know, to add a more character. But I like her a lot. I love the Skulltimate Roller Maze dolls, and also that was one of my favorite Wii games growing up. Like I said, I didn't have this Frankie as a kid. The only ones that I had from Skulltimate Roller Maze was Ghoulia, Abby, Laguna, Operetta, and that's it. But I've always wanted Frankie, and I'm glad to have her in my collection now. I want to collect all the Frankie Stein dolls, you guys, so you know, it's taken a time, but I'm glad to have this one. This is, I believe, Make a Splash Frankie. There's like a few different names. And this is the only Make a Splash doll that I have in my collection. I would love to have Rochelle. I would love to have Holt. But they are all very expensive. How criminal. And I also would love Jennifer too. And this line I do really want. Is one of my most wanted swim lines that I love. But they're all just overly priced. This Frankie I got a long time ago. I just ruined her hair. No. Just ruined her, whatever. But anyway, I love this Frankie. I love the lip that they did. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the yellow eyes that they do for her, but you know, it goes with her. It goes with her purse. Like, okay, girl. It goes with her shoes. These shoes are the same shoes from Sweet 1600. They just made them a different color. But I like her. I love like the bolt design that they did on her swimsuit. I really like this line. I think it's really cute. I just really wish that they weren't as expensive as they are. I don't think they deserve to be 60 bucks for a swim line doll. Like, what the fuck? But I believe these dolls were Justice exclusives. I never had any Make a Splash dolls growing up, and this one I got, I believe, January of 2021, and I got her with my picture day Jackie Laura. I think it's like one of my first TikTok videos too. And here she is. How lovely. This is I Heart Fashion, and I got this beauty last year for my birthday. I've always wanted this Frankie growing up, and this doll was one of my most expensive out of the box dolls that I have in my entire collection. I paid $65 for her, you guys. Like, how criminal. How criminal. But she was complete. That was the price that she was, and I hate how much I paid for her. But it was for my birthday. I'd rather spend that than on alcohol, so period, your girl doesn't drink. But yeah, I'm glad that I have her in my collection. I've always wanted her. I love the black sleek that she has, and the under. Her hair is still in really good condition how I did it. Like, this is like the most sleekest Frankie hair that I have. All my other Frankies are all busted up, so I need to clean all of them again. But this one I cleaned last year. I love the I Heart Fashion. I just wish they weren't so expensive, especially, is it Cleo that's the most expensive one? These shoes are also reused. This is from the Gloom Beach, and they gave it to her. Monster High really said reduce, reuse, repeat. And I think these earrings are also from freaking Day at the Mall too. This beauty I got earlier this year. This is Ghouls Frankie. She's really cute. I used to own this one as a kid as well, and I sold her unfortunately, but I'm glad to have her in my collection again. I definitely do need to redo how I did her hair and also gel down her bangs just a little bit, but overall I think she's really, really cute, and I'm glad to have her. I think I paid like 12 bucks for her. I don't remember, but I did get her this year. This one was one of the few Monster High purchases that I did on Macari. These shoes reused. Dawn at the Dance. Like, hello. I think I did complete my Ghoul Spirit dolls after getting her. The lovely 13 Wishes Frankie Fine. Oh my goodness gracious. This doll I think I got last year. I also got 13 Wishes Laguna, and I got them for a really, really good price. I think it was for $40 for both. So $20 each. And that's cheaper than what I've seen this Frankie go for. She was complete, and I'm super happy to have her. She's so beautiful. I love all the gold compliments to her. 13 Wishes is so beautiful. I wish I had more. I only have Abby, and I'm talking about the gold colored ones. I'm just missing Claudine and Draculaura, and then I'll have all of them. But they are also very expensive, unfortunately. But that's okay. One day I'll get them for sure. But I love this doll. This doll is very, very detailed. Dolls now in stores could never. Could never. She's so beautiful, you guys. I really love this doll a lot. Mine has a really messed up, long-eyed face. But you know what? It's okay, girl. It's okay. I cannot wait to complete my 13 Wishes line one day. This is the beautiful Coffin Bean Frankie. This Frankie has a lot of layers in her hair, and it looks like I fried it, but it's not. My dad got me her for my birthday last year, and she has been in my collection ever since. I love her. I love the yellow under her hair. And I also really love the baby blue eyeshadow along with the baby pink lipstick. Super cute. She's so simple, but she is so, so cute. Next up is this one. This is Freaky Fusion Frankie. I hate this Frankie. I hate the lipstick. Wish they would have did a different lip color, girl. But what the hell? What the hell? This purse, also reused. These shoes, I don't know if they're reused, but I hate this doll a lot, you guys. I don't like her. I didn't even want to get her. But I came across her in a doll lot locally, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just keep her. So I did. But yeah, I hate the color palette on this damn doll. This doll is not appealing to me. She's supposed to be dressed up as Claudine. But how disrespectful to Claudia, Miss Frankie, girl. How disrespectful. Yeah, that's her. If you love her, I'm not sorry. I do not like this doll. But you know, she's still Frankie. Freaky Fusion was just a line, you know. It was something. I don't like that at all. I wish they would have just painted it on, in my opinion, instead of adding the extra accessory. I would have liked it if they were just painted. And it's kind of hard to put back in too, like, girl. Sometimes. That's her. We're done with this one. I forgot to show you guys this one in 2012. But this is my only inboxed picture day doll, and this is Frankie. I would love to have this Frankie out of the box. Maybe I'll do that one day. But I only paid $20 for her. I got her when I got Ghouls Frankie in the box, which was a really long time ago. I loved this Frankie as a kid. I didn't have this one, but I loved her. I love Frankie with bangs. I love her hair up. I love her with bangs. I love her with a bob. She just looks good in everything. But she looks really, really good. This Frankie is just so stunning to me. And this box is still in really, really good shape. She's very, very beautiful, you guys. I always forget that I have her, not gonna lie. Like, I totally forgot about this one. When I was showing you guys everything, I totally forgot. I definitely do need her out of the box because I am not unboxing this one. And I also love like the designs on the top too. Like these box designs are like so detailed. I just admire that so much about Monster High. It's how detailed the box is. The Bratz Kylie Jenner doll box would never. Okay, we are coming to an end, you guys. So one of my older Monster High dolls that I have out of the box is Scaris Frankie. I think I actually have an unboxing video on my YouTube channel from a long time ago that I'm probably going to make unprivate so you guys can see. But I did unbox her. I bought a lot of inbox dolls and I unboxed them for my channel years ago. So there is a video of me unboxing her. And her hair piece is coming out, unfortunately. But I do want to add a hair bump to her. I actually did come across two Frankies in my life that were from Scaris. One of them had really all white hair and I didn't really like that. I love Frankie with darker hair and so I picked this one. Also love this lip too. Like I know a lot of her designs are kind of basic and the color palettes that they do sometimes are I do really like this one, and I like the pink complement because I think Frankie in pink looks really, really good. I just don't like a lot of the yellow. I wish they did like more of a silver, but I guess yellow just pops out the doll a lot more, which is very appreciated. But I still really love her. She's still really, really gorgeous. And lastly, my last doll that I have in the box is Freak de Chic. One of my biggest regrets is selling my entire inboxed Freak de Chic collection, you guys. So the only one that I kept is Frankie because she's my favorite, but the reason why I sold them is because I wanted them out of the box, but now they are all super expensive and I hate it. But I'm glad that I kept my favorite one, and I also do have Torlai. I used to own Torlai in the box as well, Goliath and Jennifer. But yeah, you guys, I wish I had those dolls again, but it's okay. You know, you live and you learn, but I love this art so much. I loved it when they added this art design. I wasn't a collector at the time anymore when I was younger, so I didn't really have a lot of dolls that had this design of the box, but I remember looking at them and I'm like, oh my god, this is beautiful. I lied. I also have Laguna from Picture Day in the box too. I freaking forgot. Anyway, the last Frankie in my entire collection is Stitched with Style. This Frankie, so beautiful. I absolutely love how the designer designed this doll. You guys don't even know how much I love her. This doll is definitely inspired by Sweet 1600 with the long poofy dress, but this is a very much more mature looking Sweet 1600 Frankie and I love it. I love this lip as well. The only issue that I don't like with these newer dolls is the eyebrows. I hate the bushy eyebrows. I actually put chrome on the bottom of her stand to like, you know, make it pop a little bit. Also, I added some more chrome complements to her outfit and the headpiece too, but I didn't really do a good job. I love this designer. This is the designer that we need instead of Rebecca. Like, Rebecca, we're done with you. Anyways, you guys, thank y'all so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned because I'm going to be making a Dracula collection video along with Claudine and etc. I'm also going to be starting with my Bratz as well. So I'm going to be doing Jade first, Sasha, and so forth. Stay tuned for those videos and I really hope you guys enjoy. I do want to say thank you guys so much for 15K on TikTok and thank you so much for 3.3K on YouTube. Appreciate you guys. Make sure to follow me on my social medias. Everything is Prestigious Brat and I'll see you on the next video. Bye you guys.